I don't like this. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hold on a moment. Alright, we are locked in now. We're logging in. Hopefully I'm not gonna just crash again, and hopefully everything will be fine. If not, I'm gonna have to go to a backup of the world and figure out why that did what it did. Um, which will not be fun. But yeah, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay, we are loading. That is not good. Okay, we will be back. Alright, welcome back everybody to episode 6 of TerraFirmaGreg. Now, the more observant of my viewers might be questioning, Bingle Pringle, when did you get all this wood? And Bingle Pringle, have there always been this many trees behind you? And Bingle Pringle, what's that in your offhand? And to answer your question, I have a confession to make. I did the cardinal sin of anybody playing Minecraft on YouTube, and it's not what you think it is. I did a little bit of off-camera mining. Yes, I know. I did off-camera mining, but that was something that I decided to do because, honestly, there was just a lot of maintenance that we had to do. I didn't have any wood. I didn't have any iron. I didn't have anything, really. I had no coal. I was running out of coal. And so I got pretty much those three things off of camera, and I also did a couple of other things, such as I made the bronze frames and stuff so that we can use, or so that we can create the Helve Hammer and the basic mechanical press. Other than that, I didn't really do much. I also discovered that I can, in fact, use the magnetite dust for the bloomery, so I'm just a little bit dumb. But you might be wondering, Bingo Pringle, you said you got a lot of iron, and yes, I did. But did you make the anvil? No, I did not, because I wanted to wait for you guys. So we have all the wrought iron ingots already ready. All we have to do is come over here and craft it. Ta-da! A wrought iron anvil. So we can get rid of this one. Okay. Interesting. It's probably pretty heavy, so yeah. But now we can immediately start making wrought iron tools. And that's the first thing I want to do in this episode. I want to make wrought iron tools, and I would like to make a windmill, because though a water wheel would be nice, there's one small issue with that, and that's we are not near a river. So I would have to go all the way down here to set up my water wheel. And I really just don't want to do that. So we're going to make a windmill instead. And one more thing is that now, using our wrought iron, we can really start making things with Create. And one of the things that I really would like to do is make a coke oven. The coke oven, the only hard thing about it is the actual coke oven controller, which takes wrought iron plates. But we can do that now that we have a wrought iron anvil. And I also got some more wrought iron ingots. I went mining over here for more coal, like I said earlier. And what is... Oh, I also was making some glue, because we need glue to make the gears for Create. And so I did that. I made some extra... I made the wrench, I made the screwdriver, I made a mortar. I think some of those stuff we've already made. I just made a lot of stuff that we didn't have previously. So not really much has changed. I just really wanted to have that kind of situated so that we didn't have to sit through another episode of the same stuff. But there's also one more problem. This place is a disaster, and I really need to fix it. And so I'm planning on kind of moving this whole area and putting it over there. Maybe not all of it, but enough to the point where I can have it closer to my house, because I haven't really used the house much, and I can just kind of have a fresh start with all this junk. And I would like to build the windmill over there as well, maybe on top of that hill, and then have it kind of, branch outwards from that direction. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do today, and I'm really excited. Hope you guys are all doing well. And the first thing that we need to do in order to make the coke oven is we're gonna need um, a lot of this clay, which isn't really hard to make. The only real issue might be making the sand, because I don't know how much sand we have. And this is super easy to make. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Let's start making some of these things, shall we? So we're going to need some lumber and then some planks. And come over here, make a knife, do this. No. Do... am I doing this wrong? Oh, it's a saw. Then the knife goes here with this. Yes. Okay, so we've got that covered. Now the only thing I need to do is go check how much clay and sand we have. And I really hope that this is not just like a one-time use thing, because if it is, then that's going to be really, really, really annoying. Because that means we're going to have to make a lot of them. So we've got quite a decent amount of sand. And clay, we know where clay is around here. We've got some. Let's just see what we can do with that. Okay, so we do not need to make another form. We just need this one. So it looks like our limiting factor at the moment is going to be clay. So we can go ahead and start going and gathering some more. And then we're going to make these coke oven bricks, and the coke oven bricks plus the wrench and the wrought iron plates will make the actual coke oven, which we can then use to make coke, as well as creosote. So that will be exciting. But yeah, now that we've got wrought iron anvil, a lot of things should open up to us, and there's probably going to be a big, big, big kind of shift towards making things a little bit better around the base, rather than progressing. Because now that we have wrought iron, we can do a lot with create. And I will warn you straight up, I am not a create expert, and so things will not be ideal, probably. Another consideration that I also had was potentially just making steel and then getting to a steel engine. Or no, a steam engine. But like I keep saying, oh, we should make this, we should make that, we should make this, but it's just like, I don't know. Maybe we should just suck it up. I'll make a windmill and we can start automating some of this stuff because I need to. And it very well might be that we do need to make the encased fans and stuff, which would require more, which would require steel in the first place. But if that does become the case, we will cross it when we get there. The main thing that I want to focus on is getting an automatic tree farm and an automatic regular farm going. And that would also require us to make a greenhouse, most likely. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to be doing. I also want to set up a helve hammer, a mechanical press, and querning. So yeah, lots of stuff to be doing this episode, mostly going to be related to create. So let's just get started. I need to really put some junk away here, because I've got way too much crap. Oh, here's some more clay. And I need to sort through my inventories as well. I'm so sorry it's like this. It's such a mess. Okay, we need some more sand here. Yeah, it looks like sand might be the actual limiting factor now, so we'll have to go gather some more. I want to also get some inventory storage sorted here, because it's so bad. Oh, and another thing I wanted to make was a tool belt, because then I can have all these tools on my person without having to worry too much about that. But we need wrought iron can be used to make a buckle, which we can then use to make tool belt. Oh, and also hiking boots, which is great, because I wanted that in the last episode. So let's make a tool belt first to help with our inventory issue, and then we can go from there. So first thing I'll need is a couple of wrought iron plates. And a side quest that we also need to be doing is figuring out where in the world we can find the cowl and clay so that we can make this better. But that is not really much of my concern, as much as it is getting create set up and getting a tree farm and things like that, because that'll be very big. If we can't get a regular farm going, the absolute minimum I would like to do in this episode is build a windmill and build a tree farm, potentially, if that's able to be done. So first thing we need to do is weld this, and then turn this into a wrought iron plate. Now turn this one into a buckle. So I need to upset last, hit second last, and shrink any. I promise I'm an expert at this. Okay, I'm not very good at this, I will admit. I'm so bad at this. Got it! Okay, and now we can use the buckle to make some of the things that I would like to make, including the tool belt, because that one would be nice. So we need some strips and some string. How do I use the tool belt? I don't understand how to put the tool belt in my, or put the tool in my belt. I don't get it. We do also need some more leather, so that might be another endeavor to do. Oh, okay. So now this is in my tool belt, yes? Maybe? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we were making the clay bricks, so we should continue doing that. I would also like to make a backpack, but if we can't find any paper, then we can't find any backpack. So the only real solution is going and finding papyrus, I suppose. Let me see what else we could try to do. Maybe we could also find an egg. That'd be cool, but I just don't know where an egg is. Alrighty, well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get some more sand so that we can get some more of these bricks going, and we can make our coke oven. Currently we've got 5 bricks. We're going to need 29 if we're also including crafting the actual block. So our only limitation really is probably going to be sand. So let's go fix that problem. And maybe before I go, I should make some... Alright, let's grab the horse, and we shall be off. Closest sand is probably to the north. What is going on here? Okay, that was weird. Okay, and now let's see how many of these we can make. 32. That is another 16... No, 8 bricks, yeah. And we need... that'll be 13, so we need a lot more. Alright, and so now we've got a lot more sand. I doubt it's going to be enough, but it's definitely a start, and we should be able to find some clay on our way back as well. So let's go back and try to look for some clay while we're at it, and then we can craft some more. Because I believe there's some clay pretty close by our house. Yeah, it's right here. Not really as much clay as I would have hoped. But that's okay, I guess. We can see what that'll do. give us another 19, so that will be 12. So we will have 17 coke oven bricks. So we're gonna need a lot more clay. I think this is more clay right here, actually. Yes, it is. The snow actually makes it a lot easier to spot clay because clay indicator flowers don't get covered by the snow unlike the other flowers do. That's 16, so that's 20 more ingot, 20 more bricks. So we're at 25. We only need 29. So we're very close, but we run out of sand. So I'm gonna have to go back and gather some more sand, I guess. And before we do that, though, let me come over here and grab this clay because I might as well since I'm here. Okay, that's a lot of clay, and I guess I gotta go back over to the sand area and gather some more sand. Is there any sand closer by? Doesn't really look like it. It looks like the only place is really that beach up top, so I guess we gotta go back. Let's also check on our leather while we're here. Now these should be able to be scraped, prepared, and then put in tannin and make some leather. But we could also, I've noticed that we should also maybe consider making some waterproof hide, if at all possible, because then we can make some of the diving stuff, as well as a kayak, which could be pretty cool. So that could be an interesting thing to try. So I gotta scrape these and then prepare it. Okay. That should be enough for all of you. Yes, it is. And then I need to make some tannin. Okay. And then put some logs in there. And that will be done soon. And then whenever that's done, I'll have sand done, and I'll have the bricks, and I'll be able to make those into what I need, and then things will be good. Off we go again. I'm grateful we're very close to some sand as well, because I didn't realize how much sand would actually be used in this mod pack. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like, I just totally did not realize. That should be enough. Now we should be able to make the rest of these. Oh yeah, that is definitely enough. And away we go. Home sweet home. We are back. Alright, and now we should be able to cook up the rest of these bricks. This is still being made. This is also still being made. Now we get to cook up all these. And the last two right here. And while this is already cooking up, I might as well make our plates that we're gonna need. So we're gonna need 8 wrought iron ingots. And we are gonna put the forge, or the coal coke oven, over there, because that's where the forge is gonna be. I promise. At some point, this will change. And when it does, it'll be pretty freaking cool. This should be done. Yes, so now we can take this, put this in there, and then we'll get some leather. And that is done as well, so now we should be able to go ahead and craft our coke oven controller here. There we go. So now we've got a coke oven. and that will be put over there. Over there. I think I'll put it right here. Coke oven found, and then I just need to light this. Oh no, I need to put coal in here. Or can I also put charcoal in there? Looks like I need to put regular coal into the coke oven. Yes, and that will give me coke and creosote. Both of which are going to be pretty useful to make stuff. I need the creosote to make treated wood, and I need the coke because I'm tired of using regular coal and stuff like that, and charcoal. I might need to put a fluid tank on this, potentially. I mean, it's got 32,000 millibuckets worth, but I know that won't last me forever. But yeah, this is going. That'll take not super long, and while that is going, we can go ahead and start working towards getting a helve, mechanical press, and also a windmill. But the windmill, we're going to need a windmill bearing, which requires the treated wood. Okay. We also need metal casing for a windmill bearing, which means we need to make another wrought iron plate. Okay. So we might need to actually go get more wrought iron very soon. And then the sail is just a cloth with some sail frames, and that's just, oh. Okay. So it looks like we're probably gonna need some more iron. Let me go check. I don't know. We could be okay for a little bit. Okay, let's make a helve while we're here. I just need a cogwheel, which means I need all that stuff, which I've got. I just need to grab my saw. Come over here. Make a cogwheel. I need 2 logs and my hammer. Now we have a helve. And the other one, I just need another cogwheel, and I can make a doohickey, or whatchamacallit, a press. Alright, sick. So now that we've got that out of the way, things will be looking up in the world, because we can make our sail once we have enough treated wood. And we can go make a windmill over there. We do need some more cloth, which I don't know if we have any cloth lying around, but I know we have a bunch of wool that I still need to process, so that'll be not that big of a deal. We have a piece of cloth here already, and we just need a wrought iron rod, and 1 ingot will make 2 rods, which is nice. Oh my gosh, I have more than 10 hearts, look at that. I'm actually, like, healthy. That's crazy. Perfect. Okay, now that that is done, we can make our... Oh, we can make a spyglass, actually. That'd be super cool. We can make the windmill bearing once we get some creosote and treat our wood. Which I've got a little bit of wood on me. Hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, now how do I use the treated wood here? Or how do I treat some wood? Oh, it's a sealed barrel recipe. Okay. I can do that. While that is working, I'm gonna go ahead and start moving all of our stuff over to the other side. Because that will be necessary to do. Oh, I'm too heavy. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so we can't make any more coke while we have creosote in there, which is very unfortunate. Forge can go... Actually, I'll move the anvil. I can put the forge here. And our treated wood is done, which is awesome. All right. And now a crafting table and chest, or the crafting table and the little log. I'll just put that here. Alrighty. So now we've got everything moved over here. That's important, at least for now. Maybe the pit kiln stuff could be nice to have up there, but for the most part, everything is over here that I would want. And so now, next up is to make the rest of the windmill. So I'm going to need all this stuff that I had on me previously. So now, we need some, let's see, we need windmill bearing, which means we need a treated wood slab. And we're going to need a metal casing. So I need that plate now. There's the plates. Now I need a stripped log. And apply the plate there. And boom. My metal casing. And this will be worked into a rod. And these rods are made into the frames of the windmills. So I need to make some treated wood frames. Then need a wooden screw. Do I have a file? I don't know if I have a file. I definitely do not. So that's just one more ingot. I guess we can make it out of... what do I have here? Bronze should work fine. This coke stuff burns for a very long time. It's awesome. I need a file head. Beautiful. Okay, and now we can take the screws, file those up. And now we can take that and make the windmill sail frames. Boom. And do I have the piece of cloth on me? Where's the piece of cloth? Here it is. To do this and do this, then we get some sails. Perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some more creosote and planks. And I'm gonna treat some more wood so that we have some more coke. Now we can go ahead and make the windmill bearing. We just need some glue, which I have here, and we'll need a cog, which I can make very simply. And now, in combination of the two, let's put it just here to test. And then put a piece of wood. I don't like this. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hold on a moment. All right, we are locked in now. We're logging in. Hopefully I'm not gonna just crash again, and hopefully everything will be fine. If not, I'm gonna have to go to a backup of the world and figure out why that did what it did. Um, which will not be fun. But yeah, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay, we are loading. That is not good. Okay, we will be back. Okay, we are back. It just turned out that I had a mod that was causing an entity issue. I'm lagging really bad, but I promise we are back. Here we go. So, I know this is working. However, I'm not the smartest at Create, and so, though this is working, it might be... Oh, is it you? Okay, so this might just not be a good spot for it, which really kind of sucks. What if I put it up higher? Do I have a lot of blocks on me? Kind of. Let me put it up a little higher and see what happens. In hindsight, maybe I should have brought a couple more blocks. But that's okay. Okay, up here it works. Kind of. So, yeah, we will just need to make a windmill, like a proper foundation thing for it. So in the meantime, we should make some more sails. So let's not waste any more time. Let's make a bunch more sails, and then we can start really working on making all of our stuff shine and super cool and stuff like that. So I'll probably just go, and I will see you guys once we are ready to truly build a windmill. So yeah, I will see you then. Okay, so we've got a lot of we've got a lot of sails now. So now if I just gather some more real blocks that I can use to get up there, let me go grab some of that sandstone. What do you mean it's unable to assemble? That's a perfectly good sails. Oh, it's upside down. Well, here we go. This is pretty good. At least in comparison to what we had. I guess I can make it bigger. But this will have to work for now. I also just realized that I can't... I need to move the ladder. So I might need to move some other stuff up here, like things like the hell hammer. Or I guess I need to move the forge and stuff up here. Or I could just make more shafts. How do I make a gearbox? Oh, I just need a metal casing, which really sucks. I guess I don't need a gearbox, I can just use gears to change the directions as well, so I don't need to do that. Now, I can't really gear things up at the moment. I guess I could, I just don't have enough glue, so I need to make some more, which isn't that hard actually, because I did not realize I could make an infinite water source. I'm so freaking stupid. Holy crap, I thought infinite water sources were just like off the table. But I guess they're not. Well, I feel a little bit smart. I guess we can make a set of hiking boots, but we'll need a wrought iron plate, which we don't have any more iron at the moment. So, I guess next episode we're going to have to go mining again. But we've done quite a bit already. in this episode. But for now, we can go ahead and put down... I guess we could use the bronze anvil. Is this spinning the wrong way? I hope not. I mean, maybe it could be. Also, I was looking at the requirements to make a blast furnace, and in order to make a blast furnace, we need kaolin clay. There is no way to get around that. Blast furnace requires a kaolin clay, so we have to go find it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Yep, fire clay ingredients. So we might have to build a boat. That is a lot of stuff we would like to make. Oh, it requires steel. Okay, so we can't. Looks like a rowboat will be what we are going to be using to make our great adventure, because it does look like we're going to just have to go across that ocean all the way down here. Because we need to go southeast. But that also means we're going to have to leave the horse behind. Unless we can bring the horse on the boat with us, which would be cool. Okay, let's try to make some bronze rods, I guess. Now go. It might be facing the wrong way. How do you work? I don't understand. Let me look it up, I guess. Okay, so it looks like this thing can only be used to process double ingots. And so what I've seen people talking about is actually just making iron blooms while they're AFK or while they're gone or something. So you put, you can automate this with chutes and funnels and stuff like that. Put a bunch of iron blooms on the anvil, just let this thing work while you're gone doing something else. So that's probably what we're going to be doing later, whenever we get some more iron and figure out how to actually automate that thing properly. I think this is probably a pretty good spot to close off the episode. We did a lot. We got some, let me take this off. We did a lot. We moved all the stuff from over there to over here. We made that windmill up there. It looks really good. Yeah, I mean, we made the whole oven. We made the wrought iron anvil. We did a lot this episode. We've got a whole bunch of leather as well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we've done today. If you guys did enjoy and you guys like to see the content, make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff, you know. And yeah, if you guys have any comments, suggestions, anything, just feel free to let me know. Hit me up whenever. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.